Been a hot minute since I've been on. Just wanted to say hello. Won't be on for a long period of time. But definitely wanted to say hello and see how y'all are doing. Uh, y'all having a good day, good night. What you got planned for New Year's? Oh, I know what I was going for. There's Lake. Papu, how are you? How are you? So nice to see you. I'm so glad you're coming in. Yep, you're from India. I remember. I'm getting better at remembering that. How was your Christmas? Do you celebrate Christmas? Good evening. Good day. Good day. How are you doing? All right. Do you celebrate Christmas? Or are you Hanukkah? Or I don't know if Buddhist. Buddhism. That's one thing I should learn about the world. Who does and who doesn't celebrate, huh? You're an Indian army boy, okay? How was your... Hi, Sam. How are you? My Christmas was very good. I got to see all 5 of my kids in one room. Jamu, Abu Kashmir. Posting Spingar. I'm not sure what that means. How are you, Sam? How was your Christmas? Wait a minute. Are you? No, you're not. Punjabi boy. Yes, it was pretty good. I saw everybody on Christmas Eve and then saw my biological son for about an hour on Christmas Day and was kind of lonely for the rest of the day. Um, I mean, 2 of my kids did text me, but like I didn't see anybody else, and it kind of brought me down, but it was okay. Like I've got to get used to that sort of stuff now that my son is not with me and my air conditioning is on. That not the way I want my good, good. Did you get any goodies that you've been waiting for or wanting or needing? Excuse me. I got that's not what I wanted to do. I received some new looms. I knew what I was trying to think. I got some new looms. Want to replace some that were broken. One time I was sitting in my chair here and I rocked back and I heard this lovely sickening crunch and there went 2 of my looms. I broke them. I did glue them back together so I could finish the hat. Excuse me, I was working on. But, they break pretty easily then. So, we had, our family does Christmas Eve together. So we had 4 from my one son, Christopher, Stacy, and then her 2 kids, which I guess young Christopher is old enough to say now. He's 19. And then we had my grandson, two grandsons, my granddaughter-in-law, um, my granddaughter, of course, and her husband. I do certain projects during the year. This year I did looming for hats for the VFW. Um oh, I'm trying to get my heat to finally get on. All right. So I loomed some hats there. I also have a hat that I wish I could show you. My granddaughter, she loved it. My great granddaughter, she put it on, and I made her a pillow, so she hugged the pillow. It was kind of fun to see. Um, so I did. We normally do pretty simple gifts too. We normally do, um, oh, foreign war or veterans of foreign wars. So our my crochet club that I belong to, I cannot crochet, but my husband could, so he joined when he was alive, and I still stay, like they're my ladies, and I um sorry, they got this dog and they're using um a whisk on it to get the snow and ice off of it. Hi, Sama. How are you? I'll try to remember. It normally takes me a couple times to remember. So, our crochet club does a couple of projects during the year as well. And this year, their project was the VFW, and they were doing lap blankets. Now, I don't do lap blankets. It takes me forever to complete one. Um, and it takes so much yarn. I can only get two hats out of a skein of yarn. So with the way that I have to do things, I have to make sure that things are done well. Stop trying to paw me. I see you. You're gonna drop your dog. Oh, ooh. She got a dog for Christmas, a squeaky toy. She loves squeakies. I'll see if I can get her to come over and get it from you. It's my dog. Hey, hi, my dog. Hi, hi. um, so they did their lap blankets and I matched their hats. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted this morning for some reason. I've not done a live in about a week. I took a little break. There's a lot of stuff normally with Christmas that's going on. This year there wasn't as much. So, yeah, you know what? Any art is an art form. Anything you make is an art. That's the way I feel, at least. Um, it's hard to. There we go. Okay. I was having a rough time seeing where the words were, so I just want to put up my backup on so I could see whether or not. Excuse me. Whether or not you're talking. Okay. Now maybe if I get a drink of water, I can stop yawning. Oh, and then I watched my Eagles and watched the Steelers. The Steelers are my number 2 team because they're still in Pennsylvania. So, what did you guys get to do for Christmas? What was your family traditions? Yes, it's very cold. It's been. Hold on. Sneak attack. It is 27 degrees this morning. We have 27 degrees. There's ice and snow outside. I will not be going anywhere today. Did you like that little sneak attack? Hi, JJ's. How are you? Nice to see you here. Thanks for stopping in. Um, we're supposed to get rain on tomorrow afternoon, and then I think snow on Monday. I'm not sure. It says rain both days now. It changed. Last night it was supposed to be snow. Very windy Sunday. So, not too bad. But we did get rain, ice, and snow. You can't really see it out there. I'd show you. But there's definitely rain, ice, and snow. They are saying that it's very, very heavy out there. The snow that fell, very, very heavy. Which, if we were having freezing rain, then ice and snow makes sense. So maybe a little bit later I'll try a walk, but right now I think I'm just going to sit my tush down because I have a habit of falling in snow. Here comes my heat. I like to sleep in the cold, so about 8 o'clock at night, I turn off my heat. It cools down in here, and then when I wake up in the morning, I turn back on my heat. It is 18 degrees Celsius, so not too bad in here. Let's see. So 64, that's not too bad. Morning Celsius and Fahrenheit. Oh. Looks like it says cloudy, although it's not showing my county, so... Oh, it does show a little bit of showers coming through. We're going to have 50s down to 30s on Monday. So that's going to be a fun one. Looks like New York got covered with this stuff too. They got ice and snow. Looks like they got a little bit more snow than we did. The trees mostly on top look like we got frost, because we got ice first and then we got snow. So I guess the upper atmosphere is kind of cold, and we're kind of on the warm side. So let me see. So 6 inches are Connecticut. Well, anywhere from 6 to 9 inches Connecticut got. New York City, we got 2 to 4.3. We probably got an inch in our area. New Jersey got 2.5 to 4 inches of snow. I'm looking at the newscast right now. ABC News. Oh, how did everybody else do? How was your Christmas? Oh, back of my hair looks like I didn't brush it. Honestly, I did, guys. Got a question. I thought of this yesterday. On TV, they're allowed to say that somebody was murdered. But us on YouTube, we need to say somebody was unalived. Why is it okay for newscasters and for people to say on TV that word? But when it comes to regular people on YouTube, We can't say that word. We have to say unalived. I don't get it. I don't understand why that there's a kind of a double standard there of what YouTube wants us, and between the YouTube rules and what, what we're allowed to say in public. Like, we go out, we don't tell somebody that our friend was unalived. We say they were K apostrophe ILLED. We don't say unalived. I don't understand that. Glad to see you're out of the shelter, sweetie. Got the wrong person. Was never in a shelter. This is my house. I never understood that. I never understood the double standards for what anybody on TV is allowed to say compared to what we're allowed to say on YouTube. Because it triggers somebody. Thank you for helping my algorithm, Alexis. I appreciate it. Thanks for getting me out there. Oh, I live in very, very hilly area. Let me tell you what, your car is a great ski. And I prefer not to go skiing in anybody's house. So, thank you, Pibble, for helping my algorithm. It's much appreciated. Neighbors in Worcester County woke up to some of the heaviest snowfall in the tri-state. Yeah, it's pretty heavy out there. I was looking at where my dog was making footprints. Where my dog was making footprints, and man, that's good snowball throwing stuff. Oh no. MTA driver was uninjured when he crashed into a store in Yonkers. Wow. Times Square to feature a patriotic celebration for New Year's, plus a special ball drop in July. Oh, so they need more business in New York, apparently. All right, let me see. So Miss Sarah's finally feeling better. She had pancreatitis, and for a couple days it was kind of, I had to force her to drink some water. Let me see, what else did I get for Christmas? Oh, I got 2 gift certificates. One for the, what is it called? Red Robin. Oh, that place is so good. I love their burgers and I love their fries. Oh, Red Robin. Oh, yum. And then I got one for Olive Garden, which is great because when my family goes to Olive Garden, it's really nice to be able to join them when I have my gift certificate. I normally have enough. Yeah, it is. It really is. She has hypothyroidism. So, in the thyroidism, she she has very brittle hair, so she loses her hair in lots of places. And her pancreas swells pretty good. I'm feeling it right now, and she actually doesn't have a bad bump right now. She does, she does look at me every time I touch her bump, though. So, it can be very, very dangerous. She does pretty good, and this one wasn't as bad as one of them. One of them she had to be hospitalized for. This one, she did not, thankfully. I learned my lesson about changing food. She's just going to have to stay on the same food. No change in food for her. So she's coming back to get her. She's going to be sneaking in a second. What? Is this yours? Hi, hi. Hi, hi. My dog. Hi, hi. She gave me that look like, really? Really? So she is doing much, much better. Um, she is a little bit healthier. I did move her. Um, I did move her feeding times around, and that seems to have helped as well. She gets fed right when I get up, so pretty much 7 o'clock, about there. Um, yes, and I think that's what went wrong. I changed her food to some dry food, and I think the type of protein that was in there was what was wrong with it. She just does better on wet food, and that's all I can do. I've tried dry food many times, and I think I just have to learn my lesson and not do it again. So, hi Raz, how are you? It's nice to see you. And Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, I have I forget what kind it's called, and I can't see a can, but she has to have very specialized medicate or food. She also has her medicine that she eats every morning with her food, and she's not real picky about if it's in her food. She does not like me to shove it down her throat, which I don't much like people shoving things down my throat either. So, what are you opening that mouth for, huh? La, 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 la. If you want to do that, you know what I'm going to do to you. You know what I'm going to do? Yeah, you know. You open that mouth and I'm going to... Okay. Sorry, she... In the morning, she's been liking to play with me. So, I beat her up. All right. The great wave of Kana Goa, which it's really pretty. Do you have it up on your channel, Raz? All right, I'll look at it then. Let me see. Let me look at it now. Let's go to your channel. Oh, okay. Ouch. Whoop, wrong one. That's really cool. I like that. Did you get that for Christmas? That's really cool. I like that. Ah. Did you get that for Christmas, Raz? That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, cool. Nice. I didn't get anything for Christmas this year. Or any Legos, I should say. I did get my looms that I asked for. I'll show you guys what that looks like. So that's what my looms look like. I got 4 of them. So I got a 24 peg, a 30 peg, a 36 peg, and a 40 peg. Oh, I'm hoping to learn how to make some socks and things like that. I'm hoping to learn how to make that sort of stuff. Ow. I have another one which is Baby Yoda, which should be easy for me. Cool. I like Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda is one of my favorite characters. What, did I steal your dog? Yeah, I stole her. Oi. Alright, you're good now. Cool, I'm glad to see that. I got some looms. Hopefully I will make some good stuff. Here comes my dog. She's going to be sneaking in the picture. Yeah, I want to try them. I haven't done them yet. That's going to be one of those times where I need to have some patience. So when I have some patience, I'll try it and see if I can do it. I've been able to do scarves and hats mostly. You saw that coming? I tend to steal her stuff a lot. Kind of keeps her mind busy too. Keeps her thinking. We'll see if she comes up and gets it off my shoulder. She generally will. She's not afraid of me, so. Alright, she's thinking about it right now. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Is that my puppy dog? Is that my puppy dog? Yeah, hi, hi. Have I tried making mittens? No, that might be a good one to do, too. Make a hat and mitten bunch. No, she's very, very gentle. She does not. Right now, she laid her head down to go back to sleep. I'll show you. Say hello. She put her head up as soon as I moved my camera. She said, whoa. Oh, Mom. Honestly. Get that camera out for me. Oh, got it. See, she's very gentle. She doesn't, like... Oh yeah, she has those eyes that can suck your soul right out. She's trying to chew off the tag. Then my toy. Oh, it squeaked. She found the squeaker again. She likes any toy that's... Uh-oh. Oh, that dog! You dropped it! You dropped it! Puppy dog's down there. Yeah, it's down there. Why'd you throw it down there? She has many toys. You can see her toys in the background there. Don't mind the mess. I there's her toy box. I got she's gonna jump on me in a second. There we go. Yesterday I got a box from my son's house, and I went through it last night, threw away what I didn't need, and now I've got the rest of what I need to do. The rest of what I need to do with it, I have to decide. I got overwhelmed, so I stopped and just looked. You should hear my dog. She growls like a rabid dog when you take a toy from her. If anybody else takes it besides me, she'll growl. So, it says 6 likes. Awesome, awesome. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Yeah, she's my favorite puppy. Of course, she's my only puppy, but you know, she's my favorite. Hello, Zootman. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I got an itch on the bottom of my lip. Ah. All right. Let me see. We got a radar tracker. We got some snow still going off New York and looks like New Jersey. You know, there are places that I didn't realize New Jersey or New York had. I didn't realize New York kind of came down and wrapped around and went out into the water. I don't know why I didn't realize that, but I really did not realize that. Like, I understand where New Jersey is. But I did not realize how big New York was. Huh. Thank you, Raz. I appreciate it. My sister-in-law, Sandy, before she passed away, we were at a campsite, and I was really, really anxious, and I couldn't figure out what to do with my hands. Because generally, I have a project or something in my hands, doing and working and going. And she said, come here, I want to show you this. I want to show you how to do this. Okay. So she taught me how to loom. That's why I pretty much only know how, I don't crochet, I do, or knit, I just do the looming, which I guess some people call looming crocheting. I call it looming because crochet is totally different in my opinion. Crochet is counting and so is looming. My brain is way too busy to do crochet, counting and looming, or yeah, counting. This is one thing I found yesterday in my... So these are scratch arts. This is a... You take a pen or a utensil and you scratch off all the blue area. And it will turn out something like that when you're done. So I think that turns out pretty cool. I found that. I did not put them in the trash. So my sister-in-law, Sandy, taught me how to do that. And I've taught myself how to do some other ones. This one I have is a flamingo. There's a deer, bunny rabbits, and what is that called? Wisteria, kitty cat. They're beautiful nature cards. So hopefully, you know, when I did the painting, it awfully felt like I was digging through a pile of needles. Yeah, I bet, because you got all those flat pieces. Yep. Yeah, so she taught me at our campsite. When my husband was still alive and she was still alive, we would get campsites together. In the same campground, we would be sort of together. My husband and I would be in the electric loop and she would be in non-electric. They had a generator, so they knew, you know, they would go camping in the non-electric campsites. I preferred to have, you know, electricity. I liked having heat when I wanted it and everything else, and I paid a little bit more, but it wasn't too much because my husband was disabled and also over 65, so, or over 55, 50, 60? 60. So I had to think about that. I had to think about how old he was. He was 61 when my son was born. Our son was born, I should say. Sorry. Oh, I do like the loom. I do have one right here. Hold on. I'll show you. I just remembered where it was. But I can reach it without spreading everything. I'm gonna drop everything here. Her. Yep, see? So that's what I'm doing. This is a scarf, which I think I'm going to pull off and make a little bit smaller. Only because this is a huge scarf. And I need to make it about maybe 4 or 5 rows thinner. It does with mine because it gives my hands something to do. It also gives me something to concentrate on when I really need something else to concentrate on. Actually, while you guys are sitting here, I think I'm going to pull them all off the loom and restart this project. I have issues with really bad anxiety. I don't want to go places. I don't want to do things. And that can be dangerous to the point that I don't want to be out of my apartment. And that can lead to agoraphobia, isn't it? Agoraphobia, agoraphobia. I think it might be just the way you talk about it. That's the tool that I use. This is my favorite tool because there's indentations right here, which it helps me remember where to put my fingers. Helps me get the yarn off quickly and whatnot. I think I might just grab a round loom and make a hat and be done with it. Since I gave away a lot of my hats for Christmas, well, I didn't give away, I gave, as Christmas gifts, I gave a lot of hats. Sorry, my nose is draining backwards right now, so it is very much on my nerves. I like this loom, except for the fact that it feels like it takes forever to do a simple, oops, I gotta pull it through. A simple scarf. So it really does help with me, to me. Part of my anxiety is having something to do with my hands. So right now I'm just going to pull this apart until I have enough for, I get to the end so I can get busy and do a hat. I have no more adult hats. I bartered most of my adult hats for goods at the farmer's market or flea market. Oh, that's what happened today. I wonder if that's even open today. I keep thinking it's Friday because I didn't go to the flea market, but kind of the weather isn't good enough to be outside for me. Whew. Anxiety, it depends on if you can be calmed down by things outside stimulus, which this is for me, this is kind of like fidget toys. But for me, this is accomplishing something and being able to create something within my anxiety, which is kind of nice. Here, then. Sorry, guys. Apologize for that. I took you off the, yes, I do. Yeah, it's very big and soft. Let's see if I can get it without me being in the background. It's blanket yarn. And I use it. Oh, wow. Okay. My whole internet's out. Yeah, a whole internet's out. Okay, let me grab my loom set here. And I have to remember, I know it's not 40 pegs. I think it's the blue one for a child. Oh, I need a doll hat. That's right. There we go. So I need the middle loom. Oh. Okay. I need the middle loom. Woohoo! There we go. Oh, my internet's back in. Merry Christmas to you too. Second, I'll see who you are. Oh, there you are. Okay. My pup is doing okay. She is finally over her bout of pancreatitis again. I'm working on it to try and make sure she doesn't get it again. Whew. Let me turn on my light here so I can see what I'm doing. All right. So for me, I put the tines towards my right side and I hold it with my left hand. You wrap it around here a couple times. And then, if you know how to make a cursive E, you can do this. I'm going to make a hat. So a cursive E, whoa, I've got to put you on the other side so you can see what a cursive E looks like. Okay, let me see here. Whoop. Nope, that one didn't work. There we go. So cursive E, you bring it up and around. That's it. Up and around. That's all you have to do. Up and around. All the way around the whole thing. So I'm making a adult hat with this. I had a scarf going, but it was taking forever. And I also noticed that I did not have enough yarn to finish it. So I'm going to make a adult hat real quick. This takes me about maybe 2.5 to 3 hours, depending on my day. Might take me a little bit longer because I have the string wrapped up some other ways. I enjoy making stuff, and I am out of adult hats. I gave away, bartered for the rest of my adult hats at the farmer's market. I got free vegetables for a couple hats, which was kind of nice. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to do this. Whoop! I threw that down on my carpet because this is way too hard to have it in my lap. So this is called the E wrap. There's also a U wrap and and a couple of crochet wraps that you can do. I don't know how to do them. I'm hoping this coming winter will be a learning winter for me of how to do different things with different hats and gloves and scarves and mittens and things like that. I'll let you guys look at this while I'm talking. Oh, now what I do is I take, let me see where my hand is. Okay. Now I take the bottom loop here, pull it out with my tool, and bring it up and around. And that's it. That will hold this string here. And now you do that all the way around. Uh-oh. I didn't go all the way around. Hold on. Apparently I forgot to go all the way around. There we go. I started on a different peg than I normally do. Now I do that. Pull it up and around all the way through. And then I do another wrap all the way around until I get a hat. Does anyone else do crafts in here? We got a Lego man in here. We got... Excuse me. Excuse me. I have one more coming. I always have 3 right now. The air is very, very dry in here. I have a humidifier running, but... Hey. There we go. Now, I go around, I have to push down, because when you do your next loop, then you'll be trying to do it right on top, and that doesn't work. Alright, now that's done. Put my tool down, and off we go again. Round and round the merry-go-round. What is it? The bus on the wheels go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. I think I said it wrong the first time. The first Noel, the angels did say, was a certain poor shepherds in fields where they lay, in fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. All right, that's my song for the day. I actually sing soprano 1. I do not sing alto. But I think with my allergies, it's making it hard to sing. My words are very much escaping me today. So what did everybody else do for Christmas? Like... All right, good night, Sam. Have a good night. I wish you enough. Oh, wow, it's fully caught up with me right now. Wait, never mind. It's not. It's still about 30 seconds behind me. So have a good New Year, and Merry Christmas to those that I didn't get to say that to. If you celebrate it. Some people don't, and I'm aware of that, and I apologize if I've offended anybody. Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Not sure what else there is. Now that little tail has come off, which is okay. And I pull that through. So it's on the other side now. That tail will be tucked up in when I do my brim. I have to do about 15 rows to make the brim and then 15 rows to finish the hat. So I do about 30 rows in total. 30 to 35 rows in total. My littlest great granddaughter loved her hat. She put it on right away. It was probably nice and warm for her. Can't wait until these kids get bigger and they understand, Christmas a little bit more. I did get to see my son for about an hour on Christmas Day. Woo! I gotta share this one time. Woo! I think I can do it this way though. Yep, I can do it this way. Let me see. Not Dan. Kathy Sherry. There we go. Share that out. See if anybody around. All right. So this is what we got now. This is round 3 or 4. I'm not sure. I can count it when I get closer, I think. Is anyone... So what did everybody else do for Christmas? What's the fun? Let's see, how many do I have? 3 on. So, who do I have on? The mainframe. I think it counts mine too, so that'd be 2 on. What's everyone like to do for winter? Do you like snow? Do you not like snow? Are you okay with the snow just as long as you don't have to go out in it? I don't like ice. I am not an ice person. I don't like to go out in ice. So, I'm not an ice person. I do like snow, however. I am one person that is a snow lover. I'm not much for going out in it, but I do like it. Like, it's one of my favorite things about winter, is seeing the snow. It's kind of like, feels like God's renewing the earth, and that's how that's how he renews the earth, is that he makes everything clean. He scrubs it with the snow. It's kind of how I feel, but everybody has their difference of opinions. Well, now I get 2 on. Huh. Mom accused of unaliving her daughter pleads not guilty. Lion King child star was unalive during a home stabbing. That's not good. Pleads a 5-year deal as Michigan's head coach. Cures Perry Burmott was unalived at 65. Avatar Fires Master surpasses the $600 million at the box office. Jeez. Hiya, Harabon? Did I say that correct? Harabon? Oh, there's lots of flu cases going on, so make sure you keep yourself healthy. There's a new variant. Yay! There's a new variant that the current flu shot, so all those who got flu shots, the new variant is, you'll get it. So, major savings and post-holiday sales. Yeah, it's just nobody has any money to save on, to throw at post-holiday sales. Rabon, thank you for coming in and joining my live. It's good morning from my end of the world. I'm going to assume by your name that it is good afternoon to, or good evening by your end of the world. I have a lot of people from different parts of my world. Walmart has a pumpkin tablecloth that's now 86 cents. It was 2.56 and now it's 86 cents. I love these post-holiday things that they're saying. Oh yeah, post-holiday, yay! You're talking about nothing of value is on the post-holiday sale. I wish they would do pre-holiday sales. That would be nice. Big holiday sales, though, not little holiday sales. Woo-wee! All right, so we've got this going pretty good now. This helped with my anxiety today. Helped calm down my thoughts. Woohoo! So I've had some exciting things happen since November. I've started talking to a cousin and an aunt from my biological family. They found me. Well, they found my niece who told me about it. When I was adopted to a different home than my brother and my sister were. And that's okay. Wow, they're getting up to 3 feet in winter storm warning. 1 to 3 feet. Yikes. And they got some winter warning this. We've got flood watches. I expected to have some winter storm watches and flood watches. I expect what's over in Illinois is going to be over with us shortly. Hold on, I gotta see. Nope, okay. I was right. I started on a different peg than I normally start it, so I got myself confused about where I'm going. How's everybody doing? Week 17 of the NFL. What's everybody's favorite NFL team? I am the Eagles. The Eagles are my favorite team. I am not a fair weather fan. I love my Eagles whether they're winning or losing. Whoever's sticking around and watching me, thank you. I appreciate it. The Patriots are playing against the Jets. End of an era for Kelsey. I don't know if he's going to quit. If he's done. No idea. Utah's coach is signing a deal with Michigan. So I guess he's going to Michigan. I'm not sure why that's a big thing. I don't watch college football, so. Alright, we got. I know I'm not near 15 rows yet, so. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've got 7 rows. I'm about halfway. Yay! My latest book I've been reading, it's called Twisted Crowns. And it's about a long dead king coming back to haunt people, and because they had killed his family and he wants revenge. I have it on my iPad or reader or whatever you want to call it. Woohoo! 8 people. All right. I had a pretty good Christmas. I got to see all 5 of my kids in one room. I got a picture with all 5 of my kids. Well, not with, but I got a picture of all 5 of my kids. I didn't get to get in there. I wanted to, but it didn't happen. Sometimes I feel out of place when I get a picture with all 5 of my kids because, 4 of them are not my biological kids. They're my step kids. And 3 of them are older than me, so that kind of makes it awkward just to begin with. And sometimes I feel like I don't belong. I know I belong, and I know they love me, but sometimes I just don't feel like I belong. It's not that I'm not loved, because I know I'm loved. And I don't know, I think that's a me thing. I think it's just something that I felt most of my life, that I didn't belong to my family. And that's just, that's just the way it is. And that's okay. Like, I'm not upset with it. Well, I might be upset with it, but I'm not, it's not something that's going to change, I don't think. They love me and I love them, and nothing like that's ever going to change. I think it's something I have to work on, of being accepting of where I am in my place in life. I think sometimes I expect too much. Christmas was always a time that I got gifts, and I know that sounds ridiculously stupid, that, I look forward to getting gifts. And I often tell myself that I need to not be that way. But I like getting gifts. I like when people gift me things. Everybody, I mean, I understand most people like getting gifts, but you don't know what it is with me and my personality. I get frustrated when I don't get a lot, and my brain just does not do well. I don't know. Maybe it's something that happened, that a trauma that I'm hanging on to, that I don't understand. And I like to see what everybody else got. I love to give gifts. I love to make gifts for people. I'm working on things in my past, I've been working hard on things on my past of trying to forgive and not forget so much, but just trying to forgive and move on from it and not be stuck in this area. Um, I know it has. Hi, David. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Or good day. Good day. How was your Christmas? I am making a hat. All right. Great. You got an Xbox. Wonderful. Did you get a lot of good games to go with it? Or at least a couple? All right, so you guys are 3 loops behind. You got 2 games. Awesome. What kind of games? What kind of games do you like playing? Do you like the shoot 'em up games, the sports games, the racing games? I like racing games, and I tend to like the shoot 'em up games too. But oh, cool! Oh, I didn't even think about wrestling. Cool. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Now, do you have off from, let's see, school or work until the new year? I got new loom, so it's not broken anymore. So that's kind of the fun part for me. Oops, sorry. Okay, so after the new year, I think we go back on, like, I think we go back the 3rd Saturday, 4th, 5th. I think we go back on the 5th of January. The kids here. Not me, of course, but. Awesome, awesome. Get to hang out with some friends and stuff like that until then? I spend New Year's at my daughter's house. New Year's until about 5 minutes after midnight, and then I take off. Because I'm exhausted by midnight. I'll be taking my looming so I can make hats while I'm there. How's school going for you? Are you passing school? Just got those 2 games yesterday. Played my first Madden game and lost, but then won the next one. All right. Great job. It's fun when you win those games. You feel like you accomplished a lot. You beat the game. Oh yeah, all the Cotton Bowls and whatnot are going to be going on. Cotton Bowl is going to be Ohio State and Miami. Alright, I gotta count my next round, see how much I have, because normally about what I have now is what I do for a brim. Oh no! And the flu that's going around is really bad. They were just having it on the ABC News for the east side. They were talking about how bad the flu is right now. And that the flu shot doesn't protect, whatever flu shot's out right now doesn't protect you. That one's not the one that's in that variant. Well, keep your hands washed, keep your face covered. Stay away as much as you can. Yuck. I'm glad she's feeling better. I'll say a prayer for her. Hi, Christo. How are you guys doing? All right, David, I said a prayer for her. How's your Christmas, Crisco? I'm making another adult hat. Flipping through them pretty quick. How's everybody doing? David's online and Crisco's online. Wonderful, wonderful. Good to see us. I gotta get a drink of water, guys. Sugar Bowl is Georgia versus Ole Miss. I might have missed one or two in there. Alright, let's count it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more rows. Yes, I do have to stay hydrated. My Christmas was pretty well. It was pretty good. I got to see all 5 of my kids. I got to see 3 of my grandkids and 2 of my great-grandkids and all their prospective spouses or respective spouses. Not sure which way that goes. Anyway, yes, I do have to stay hydrated. It's very dry in here. I have the humidifier running, but it doesn't feel like it's really hydrating. It is better in here than it was, but whew. I got these looms, so now I can work on a loom that isn't damaged. It's kind of nice. I'm going to throw out the damaged one then. Or give it away to somebody who might want it. It is repaired, but it's not as good. Aw, thank you. That's Miss Sarah. She's doing pretty good. She's snoozing right now. You're taking a nap. Thank you. I like it. I'm kind of partial. You know, I'm kind of partial to her. She's snoozing here at my feet. I'll show you. She's hiding that nose. Now I can't put my phone back in. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second. There we go. Oh, nope. Too far. Ugh. You know. Nope, that's not going to work either. How about I just put this back here where it was? I can't get my phone settled. Hold on, guys. There we go. Okay, now back to... Sure, now she stretches out and looks cuter. I see how she is. Let me see. I think I'm actually going to be okay with that as my brim this time. So now I got to bring this out right here. Now, this part's the easiest part of all of them. As long as I don't muff it up. Alright. There we go. This is the way we put the brim on. It's pretty easy. Oh, did you get anything good for Christmas, Crisco? How are you spending your New Year's? What are you guys doing for New Year's? Oops. Oh, I got the wrong one up there. Hold on. There we go. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. Hold on here. I think it's this one. Yep. It's close enough. What are you guys doing for New Year's? Oh, geez. I had a piece sticking out, and I grabbed it, and I shouldn't have grabbed it because it was the extra piece. There we go. All right. Well, we always play a lot of games to celebrate and sometimes with relatives. Cool. I'll be going over to my daughter's house. She has a New Year's party every year. It's been kind of nice. She generally has her anniversary party too. That's in July though. Whew. Every once in a while I get hung up and I can't get it on the line. What was your favorite for 1992 or 2000? Where did 1992 come from? Dear Lord, brain. 2024. What was your favorite? When you play a lot of games and whatnot? Dear Lord, where did I get 1992? My poor brain. Now I need to do 15 more rows. And then my hat will be done. I think I'm going to make this for my daughter, Faith. She was talking about how pretty it was. I don't know if I'll make this. I generally keep these for the boys, though. For the men. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I don't know why 1992 came to my brain and I said that. I do have a brain disorder that processes things differently, and sometimes words and numbers come out of my mouth and they have no relation to what I'm talking about. That was one of these times. Wonder if you're I did. 1992, I did. I wasn't a parent in 1992. I was 19 in 1992. If you do your math, you can figure out how old I was then, or I am, or I will be this year, this coming year. Yep, that's a heart murmur. Well, my issue is my part of my left brain does not talk to my right brain. So sometimes numbers and crafts and things like that, my brain just, the creative side doesn't want to talk to the side that is talking, and then I sound like a goof. You're a Buddhist, so you just hang out and celebrate with friends and neighbors. Ah, so if are do Buddhists celebrate Christmas? I'm sorry to ask. I'm kind of dumb about this stuff. I don't. I don't. I'm losing my words again. I don't know much about the world, which makes me seem stupid at times. It's just I don't know much about my world or other cultures. So, being on YouTube has taught me a lot about other worlds and other cultures and how things go. So, yeah, we had a really bad one too. Our farmers market is actually closed today because of the ice storm. Aren't you on the other side of PA or somewhere around there? Yeah, we had a pretty good ice storm here. We got at least about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of ice. Mary's a little bit north. Maryland, a little bit north. Guess I'm gonna make that one of my things I need to look up, Crisco. Make that my thing I learned today. I don't like sounding dumb. That's what it seems like sometimes, doesn't it? When you talk to people in other parts of the world, they say I'm from, like my friend saying I'm from Egypt, and do you know where Egypt is? Sure, yeah, no, I had no idea because I didn't know it was in Africa. I just, no, I don't know what I was gonna say. My brain's on mute. Thailand and Cambodia signed a ceasefire deal. Oh, that might be good. We'll see. Yeah, we say PA, but people don't understand PA. We are from PA. I get made fun of when I go other places when I say we're from PA. They don't understand that's the capital, that's the initials of our state. I think every state has their own little clique and niche and whatnot. I mean, obviously, we don't go to church and pray, but we celebrate with our friends. Christmas is all about spreading love, right? So it has no boundaries. You're right. You're right. I agree. Yep, it's about spending time with family and friends and um, making sure we're all well cared for. Making sure you have the things you need and helping if possible. You're right. I like that idea. I don't know much about Buddhism. My friend Deidre was teaching me. She lived in Korea for a year, and she also was in Japan. And there was another state she was in, or another country she was in. Um, and she attended a lot of Buddhist monks, like temples and whatnot. She went a lot of night stays just to learn. So it was pretty cool, though. Oh, I definitely need more white on this, but I don't have any white. I ran out of white. Except Earth. What's the best plan for? Pin for there you go. Except for Earth. There you go. Except for Earth, what's the best planet? I don't know. I like Jupiter just because I like the name. I don't know anything about Jupiter, but I do like the name. I always think of, people that, how did you come up with Jupiter, Mars, Venus, what is it? Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Uranus, Earth, Pluto, but Pluto's a contested one. I'm missing 3. Who am I missing? Oh, yeah? Cool. Good morning, WWE. How are you today? Or good afternoon, or good evening, good day, good day. I gotta learn to say good day. Good day to you, good day. How are you today? I'm making a hat while we sit and chat about life. We're talking about what planet besides Earth is the best planet. Well, I guess Jupiter's the best for me then. If it's going to save Earth from hitting a huge asteroid from hitting us. Oh, and they have huge gravity. I do like gravity, although I wouldn't want to be crushed. But wasn't it on Young Sheldon or something that it said that if it was only 1%, if I don't know if it's true, but if gravity was only 1% less, we'd be floating, or 1% more, we'd be crushed. Morning, Cobbler. Thanks for joining my live. Appreciate it. think I have a knot down there because it doesn't want to come up. There we go. How's everybody doing? I'll wave to you. Oh, my dog's stretching. Big stretches. I wasn't going to be on long today, but I guess I am. My friend Deidre that I was talking about, she is the co-owner of Miss Sarah here. And she's pretty much been world traveled. She did a year in France. She was an exchange student after high school. And then she went on to get her PhD for physics. She's very, very smart. My best friend from high school. Sarah became a little bit too much for her to handle, which is fine. At least she gave her to somebody who loves her, which is me. So we're getting there. We got the brim on now. We're working on the hat part. I think NASA has found a couple planets that are almost identical to Earth. I bet they're in other solar system light years away. Oh, I bet. That'd be interesting to see if they, like what they found and whatnot. That might be something I need to look up too. My yarn got tangled for a minute. All right. See you, David. Have a great day. I wish you enough. Come back and visit. I know I'm not talking much about anything today. I'm just kind of sitting on saying hi to everybody again and people checking in and checking out. And that's okay. I'm good with that. Can't tell you how many times I lose my little tool. Oh. That'd be kind of cool to start living on another planet. Of course, you know, we'd use up that resource too and become useless. I often wonder, are Mars and things like that, are they planets that we once inhabited? And are they that way because we used up the resources like we do now? And will we ever evolve into humans that don't use the resources to, you know, to move on? I often wonder that. There's one thing you could tell the world that and one message you could tell the world, what would it be? Aw, there's a corgi on Good Morning America. I like corgis. They have cute little badunkadunks. My dog has a naked badunkadunk. My world is never, my advice would be never to look down on anybody, because you'll never know when you'll be in their situation. And maybe you'll never be in their situation. I hope you never are, but you never know, huh? I think the 80s would be my favorite decade. think the 80s would be my favorite decade. Let's do, let's pin that one for now. I think the 80s you had the new freedom of new electronics, and then in the 90s, that kind of took over. But I think 70s and 80s would be my best because we still knew what having fun outside was, and the joy of learning was still there. It wasn't a chore because everybody else was deciding what we had to learn. What would be your favorite, Chris? Go. What decade would you like to live in if you had a choice and was reborn again? What decade would you like to live in? I'm not sure if I knew if I believe in reincarnation, but if you could, what one would you like to live in, and why? I don't know if I can make that a. Let's see if I can make that a. Oops, I have to do it on this one though. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can. Nope. Let's see. Flip, mute, hide, retouch, create, highlight, green screen, lighting, and close. Alright, I don't know how to do that on here. That's true. I think before the pandemic, that would be a nice thing, wouldn't it? No, it doesn't. Ah! Sorry. I can't make that a question. I don't know how to make a poll while I'm doing it, but I think maybe when I get done with my live, I'll make that a poll. Good morning, Mark. Thank you for helping my algorithm. I appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, the 90s weren't as complicated either, but I think us as humans, the more the years go on, the more complicated we get, or the more stupider we get. I'm not sure which way we get that. I appreciate you helping me with questions to feed my algorithm and put me out there. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. We got some ice and snow last night. I was not too thrilled about the ice because I'm not an ice person. Ooh, ow. My hands are cramping up. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7, so I'm halfway there. Woohoo! Yeah, it really is. The more people lose their ability to act appropriate and you know, in this, I think in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, we knew what was appropriate and what wasn't appropriate, and now we get people who like to troll and people who do things because they need attention because they're just not in the right space, I guess. Um, it was easier, life was easier. I've got about 7 more rows to get put on here. Mark, thanks again for helping my algorithm. It's much appreciated. Gets me out there a little bit more. Don't forget to hit the like button. My dog's dreaming. Her legs are going. She dreams a lot. If you look at some of my shorts, you can hear her quietly borking when she's dreaming. She tends to dream a ton, so. New York's having trouble with parking already. I don't know that I want to live in a popular state from like New York. Like there'd be a lot to do, but when snow happens, it's rough. Where do you put it? Kind of have to just, I guess, fill up your yard. Oh. I know it was easier living pre-COVID. Now, everybody gets sick and everybody gets paranoid with it. I don't know. So, whoa, I got a knot. You guys, there it is. You guys couldn't see it. I'm hoping I have enough to make it through to, oh boy, I hope I have enough. I think I still have some of the white if I need it. I'm trying to look. I don't see any, but that's not where my yarn is, so. What did you like about the early 90s, Crisco? Like, what was easier, in your opinion, in the earlier 90s? I think we as a society, we've gotten to the point where we can share negative views and share negative things, and we don't care. That's kind of what it boils down to. People don't care anymore. They don't care to be politically correct. They don't care to not be arseholes. They like getting on people's nerves. They say things a lot that get on people's nerves, and they don't care about that. Ah, shoot. Urgh. I missed a loop. It won't look too bad, though. I only missed one. That's what I miss. I miss the non-judgmental, caring people of the world. Every once in a while, faith is restored in my community, but not much. I often get people who need to hear themselves talk and need to be negative about things. I like the positivity. There's a site. It's called the Bobby Bones Show. And I really like it. They do Tell Me Something Good. It's a radio bit. They're on the radio. And you can look them up. They're also on Facebook. And they live stream their show, I think. If they don't, they live stream parts of it. But every morning they have 4 or 5 segments of Tell Me Something Good. And each of the radio personalities each of the radio personalities talk about something good in the news that they heard. Oh, it's pretty nice. I like the radio show. There's one person that gets on my nerves occasionally, and his name's Lunchbox. But honestly, he also has a purpose on the show. You know, everybody has a purpose, and sometimes your purpose is just to be the agitator. And I think that's what Lunchbox is. Just so you know, anybody who types things in that are concerning drugs, or weed, or drinking, that is not me. I do not do any of it. I am not in a shelter. I am in my own home. So please, that's, you know, oops. Something. I think the most precious thing we've missed is the human to human contact. Today it's on what's, yes, I agree. Yep. Most mornings, you don't see it now, but about 10 o'clock I'll open my door. That way, you know, people coming by I can say hi to if they peer in, which most of them do because they're curious about why my door's open. But I say hi to them and we have a short conversation. We move on. But I know, so I live in a 40 apartment complex. And let's see, not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that, the apartment manager said, "Well, there'll be no bingo for the next 2 weeks because I won't be here." And I piped up and I said, "Look, I'll call bingo. If it's allowed, I'll call bingo." And you could almost hear the sigh of relief on everybody's faces here. You know, about good, there'll be something. I don't know that it's mostly the bingo part about it. I think a lot of it's the social aspect of, you know, we don't do much else the rest of the week. You know, we don't do much. So please let us have our bingo. So I called bingo last week. Now, of course, there's some that don't like me, so they won't come down to bingo, and you know, they don't understand that I call bingo just like the apartment manager does. Except I do something a little goofier. I say, "All right, you've won a free ice cream cone, or you've won a new scooter, or you've won a new car, or you've won," you know, so I kind of add the goofiness to it. Some like it, some don't. And it's okay. It's the way I call. But yeah, I kind of miss the phone calls, you know, you used to get from neighbors and whatnot, you know. "Hey, how are you? Just checking on you." Now I get an inbox. "Hi, Merry Christmas." And then they don't answer you for 2 weeks. "Sorry, I didn't see you." Yeah, you did. You just didn't answer. Why lie? Just say, "I didn't answer." I think COVID really changed a lot of that. COVID changed the way that people communicate with each other. I miss it. You know, I miss being able to call and say hi and see how they're doing. And my sister-in-law, Vicky, texted me Merry Christmas. It would have been nice to hear from her. You know, I called them last year. I think I'll probably call sometime this year too. Oops, almost missed a spot. Again. I normally miss 2 or 3 spots making a hat. I don't have a ton more to go, but so I started this live on camera, and I'm at 1 hour and 51 minutes. Yeah, I think it is. It's a rough. It's a rough world now compared, and the bullying is so much different. You know, in the world when I was bullying, pretty much it's school bullying and parent bullying. You know, that's what you got. Now you've got social media bullying, you've got parent bullying, you've got building bullying. Like, it's all over the place. Like, I don't understand it. I don't know why people think it's so cool and so fun. Most of the time, I think when people do that sort of stuff, it's about them. They're the ones that, you know, needed to feel something because, you know, either they're getting bullied or I don't know. Give me a second. I want to remove that message. Now that I know that they're not here. No, I do have several. I do have a lot of admins. I just, they haven't been on today. I'm going to guess the lady that I also watch called Daisy May. I'm going to guess that she is on right now. So a lot of them are on Daisy May's chat. And that's okay, you know. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. They'll stop when she's not here or she's not on. And I have my son's my super moderator, and he is probably working today. So right now I do, I guess. Support for my channel goes sometimes really big spurts. Sometimes I get 30 or 40 by this time. Sometimes likes, and sometimes I get 5. It's really odd. YouTube, normally you have to be live for over an hour, and then they start, you know, sharing out your channel a little bit more. They're definitely not sharing out my channel now. I don't mind. That means I get to learn about you, and I don't mind that. Says I have 3 on and 13 likes right now. Yes. Yep. Yep, she's the lady in Florida. Wow. Babylon, New York, they got 7.5 inches of snow. Wow. They got a lot. Hi, Zuki. Yep, I'm just looming around them on YouTube. Welcome in, welcome in. Nice to see you. Don't forget to hit that like button. Whoop. Yeah, I started this hat this morning on the live, and I'm probably going to finish it before I end the live. I got new looms for Christmas. Give me a second, I got to I had this, it wouldn't slide down. It's still sliding, it doesn't matter. Thank you for that. Whoop! There we go. See? Oh, there goes our snowblower. Or our snowplow. I just heard it go down our alley. That's the first time I've heard it today, and it's 9:20. I am making an adult hat. I have no more adult hats. I bartered them all. So I need to make a few more. I have a bunch of kiddo hats yet, but I don't have a bunch of adult hats yet. So I am making them. Tinfoil hats. Oh no, it's a conspiracy. So the question of the day, which decade is your favorite? 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s? Or another one? No, it's not snowing right now. Our town's a bit behind sometimes in trying to, they get the major streets done and then they go do the alleys. We had rain and snow last night. Now we have a little bit of wind and cloudy. They've been trying to get me to drink Ovaltine since the Christmas. Ugh. I don't know. I've never, you know what? I shouldn't even say ugh, because I've never tasted Ovaltine. I have no idea if it tastes good or not. Have you guys ever tasted Ovaltine? I have no idea if that stuff's good or not. I imagine it's just like chocolate drink, just has more vitamins and stuff like that. Or vitamins. I don't know. Everybody says it differently. Vitamins. Vitamins. Ovaltine is good. Morning, radio dude. How are ya? Or a good day, depending on where you are in the country. Ah, I skipped another one. Dang it. I was paying attention too this time. Obviously not paying enough attention, but... Oh yeah, I do remember the secret decoder ring. That was funny. I like that. They looked in that mailbox every single day. And then it finally came. Drink your Ovaltine. What? I do remember that part now. Thanks for reminding me. That's pretty cool. We're almost there. A loop or two more. I don't know how much... Oh, my dog's getting up. Sorry if I'm bouncing. It's the dog. Getting up and moving. Woo! I locked my chair. Alright, so she got up and moved down, thankfully, because my legs were getting very, very warm. And very, very over, I had my legs crossed. That's kind of like malted milk, yeah. It's a powder that you throw in your milk and mix it in, and it's kind of like a chocolate drink. Like I said, I've never tasted it, but I assume it tastes like chocolate. Yep, they're on our road now. The snowplow just went down there again, probably salting. Or that, yeah, that was probably the salted plow. Goes down behind it to make sure that we don't fall. Woo! I think like what is that? Quick? Is it called? Something quick. Uh, the bunny rabbit. I think it's something like that. Good one, Ziggy. I feel a little looped too. I've been going around this thing quite a few times now. And I think I'm probably pretty close to a hat. I have to count my loops. It's not 15 loops, it's 20 loops that I think I have to go around. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have 16, so. Oh, I think that's though. As the loom turn. Yeah, Nestle Quick. Thank you, thank you. I knew it was something quick. Nestle Quick. I couldn't remember what it was though. All right, to finish this hat, we go around. Right there, about 3/4 the way around. We snip it. Whoop. Yep, this way. And I pushed everything around because that's my habit. Now I got to push it all back. Ugh. As the loom turns. I used to watch those soap operas. I didn't much care for them, but boy, they can suck you in fast. Okay, now. Whoop. Did that a wrong way again. Let's see, down, up, and pull through. There we go. That's one. Yeah, that's true. There's a ton of sugar in that stuff. I agree. Yeah, there is a ton of sugar in that. I love how it says it helps balance your diet. No, it doesn't help balance your diet. You might have a few extra things that are good for you, but you sure don't have sure have the sugar that's not good for you. I normally drink water or lemon water. Those are my two favorite. That's true. That's true. Yep. They learn that from young. If you give them juice all the time. My son used to get, we could get Juicy Juice on the WIC program. He would not drink Juicy Juice to save his life. Then I added a cup, I made him drink, well, no, let me turn this around because my words are getting lost. Hi, Raz. So when I would make his sippy cup or his bottle, I would add half water, half juice. And then he would suck it down pretty dang good. Oh, he is not a sugar person. He can tell when there's extra sugar and stuff. He actually tells me when not to eat some things because he'll say, "Mom, it has way too much sugar in it for you." I am a diabetic, type 2 diabetic. And I've been trying to better my diet, not to eat so much sugary stuff. And I'm getting there. Oh. Thanks for coming back, Raz. I am almost done this hat. Raz, was I working on this hat when you were here before? I just filled my son's sippy cup with whiskey so that he can get ready. Yeah, sometimes it feels like I didn't prepare my son well enough. I love my son. He's a good kid. For the most part, he's a good kid. Sometimes I worry about him, though. So, good morning, Rubberneck. Long time no see. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. All right, good job. I don't know that I had 653, I think, this morning. Not sure how many I have now, but lots of fires going on in our area with alternative heating. What I call alternative heating. His father unfortunately passed away when he was 8. So, you know, we sometimes struggle with things. Oh, wait, crap. That one wasn't done yet. Where's all the rum gone? Getting another hat done, Rubberneck. I bartered all my hats at the farmer's market. Hi, CB. All right, thank you for dropping in. It's nice to see you. Yeah, so now I have one more adult hat, one more adult hat left, and so I really wanted to get some adult hats done. This was the scarf I was working on, but I ripped it all out so that I could do a hat. I don't have any more male hats. I only have female hats, pink and white, and okay, real men wear pink, but that's what my grandson would tell you. Yeah, I can't see Santa Claus as not being a diabetic. I mean, sheesh. Sorry, I got distracted. They have a dog on TV. You know. That's true. That's true. My girlfriend, not girlfriend, my grandson's girlfriend, I thought he was going to bring her for Christmas. I was excited to maybe meet her, but he didn't bring her. Betcha he's not working today, though. Because I betcha he is not working today. He is a contractor. I was raised by toxic masculinity. Yeah. There we go. Alright, now I gotta tie this off here. From what I understand, we're supposed to be doing a group project in my crochet club for the senior center is our next one. So we will see. Whew! There we go. All right, last one, last loop. Nobody won't be caught drinking out of a straw cup. He says it makes you look like a woman. Oh, okay. Morning, Aunt. Yep, I'm almost there. I almost have it done here. I just have one more loop to make and then we're done. There we go. I tie my scissors to my chair because I have a habit of picking scissors up and walking away with them. So, whoops, I just switched off, you guys. There we go. All right, we're done. That's a hat. One hat done now. That's a little piece that goes in the trash. And now I get to roll up this, what's left of this roll. I don't know. I think drinking from a straw doesn't say that you're a woman. Or acting like a woman or whatever else. I got a knot. So I got a new loom for Christmas. That's what the loom I was just working on. That means I can throw away my loom that I rocked on by accident. I had to super glue it. There we go. Whoops. Oh, does it? Okay. I don't know. I never thought of it that way. When you drink from a straw, you wink at guys. I don't know. I guess I just never thought about that. I never thought about whether the fact of whether or not it was. Yeah. Nope. Never thought about that. Oh, I was going to say, no, I'm definitely a girl. I'm a gal. Definitely. I don't identify as anything else but what I was born with, a girl. You know what? My thing about with the world today with this is I will call you by your name. Just tell me your name. I don't need to know your pronouns. You are a person to me and I'll call you by your name. That's it. That's the way I am today, and I don't know if it's wrong. I don't know if it's bad, but honestly, there's too many things. I saw one article about a kid who was suing his teacher because his teacher refused to put a litter box in the classroom because they identified as a cat. And to me, okay, what's your name? I'll call you by your name because I'm not feeding into that, man. You are not walking on all fours. You do not have fur all over you that I don't want to see anyway, but yeah, I honestly don't need, I honestly, so even Jerky Boys on cassette and I have to listen to that. Yeah, I honestly don't need to know your sexual choice. I need to know mine and the person I'm involved with. That's it. That's the only people I need to know about sex, about anything. Sex is a private thing, not doesn't need to be public. In my opinion. That's how much I have left. Definitely not enough for a hat. I think so too. Also, I think it's people do have mental health illnesses that it you know that they don't understand what they are. I keep rubbing my arm. You can see the bruise here. Um, I had a I had an issue. I had a chest wall. How'd they put that? The spasm in my chest wall. And they did IVs. They did one on this arm where I don't know if you can see it. No, right there. Okay. You can see kind of the dark spot. And then they had to draw blood, and they drew blood and ended up bruising me. I'll give you a picture of Miss Sarah here. That's her new Lammy in front. Oh, I was thinking of them when I chose my name, Jerky Boys. Frank Rizzo. I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of the Jerky Boys. So I brought over a big tote right there, and it was full to the brim, plus another tote from my house where my son lives now. And now I'm working on what do I want to keep, what do I want to throw. These are things that I kept, plus what's in the tote. But what's in the tote are my coin collection and some pictures. So, and I moved some things around. I got rid of a table that was underneath my TV and moved this all the way down. Kept those two things. Now I have that. Now this right here is my husband built this armoire that you see my coat hanging off of. And that's going to be moving right here where that chair is. And there's my world map where I pin up where you guys are from. The Egyptian magician was my favorite. Oh, fun. I always liked prank calls. Oh, yeah? Cool. Can I play the organ? No. The piano, oh, okay, organ and piano are two different things for me. Yes, I can play it. I'm learning still again. I lost the skill at some point in my life. So I'm relearning how to play. Right now, it kind of became my holder for a few things. I love the one where to test out mattresses, or the one where the tennis ball machine was firing hard at their friend. I'm glad to hear that some remember them. Don't play with your yeah. No comment. No comment from the peanut gallery, man. Ugh. So you can see, I'll show you outside here. Let me get up and good morning, Bali. Hello and greetings and everyone. My name is Luke. You watch from Dublin, Ireland. Hope everything is well and minding yourselves out there. Thank you, Dublin, Ireland, in the house. Woohoo! All right. You know what? I don't have a Dublin, Ireland on my map, so let's go over and find it. Ugh. Whew. Waddle. All right. We've got, I know it's up here near the, I know you guys are near here, aren't you? There's Sweden, Norway, Finland. Where is Ireland? Germany, Switzerland, Vienna, Italy, Spain. Now, come on. I know you're up here. You're in the UK, right? Liverpool. I don't know if that's Scotland. Belfast, Ireland? Oh, you're right there. Ha-ha! I found you. All right. You get a nice blue. Because that was my husband's favorite color, was blue. And you guys have the same name. Luke. All right, Ireland's marked on my map. Oh, I forgot. I have to mark the one from Glasgow or Ottawa. Ottawa, Canada. That didn't work. There we go. Ottawa, Canada. And then I have a friend from Vancouver. I have one from Egypt. Oh, I'm okay. You speak pretty well English. See, I can't even speak it. All right, let me show you the snow and ice outside. Let me see. All right, guys. So that's how much we got. Sri Lanka. Oh, I have to put that on there too. Let me see if I can find that in a second. That's my backyard. And Michigan. Oh, Mark, Michigan. Okay. All right. Let me get... Okay, Sri Lanka and Michigan. Now, Michigan, you're up there. Oh, let me get a purple one for Michigan. Chicago, Michigan, Michigan, Michigan. Hold on. My brain is Rapid City. No. Montana. No. Illinois. Nope. Kansas. No, I'm going south there. There you are. Michigan. Minneapolis. Okay, I can't say Minneapolis very well. All right. You are from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, I saw it on here. Where did I see it, though? Oh, don't drop the phone, Kelly. You know, it's going to take me forever to find this. Here's India. Syria. Yemen. Whoa! Yeah, I know it was near India. Right under India. Ah, there you are. Thank you. Sri Lanka. You are marked now. Yes, the earth is flat. Now we got Minnesota. We got Vancouver Island. We've got Ottawa. We got Egypt, United Kingdom, Hamburg. See, I put the sticker right over the name, and then I can't remember what the heck I was doing. Ireland. The Netherlands, that's right. See, I need to stop putting names over it. There we go. The Netherlands. And now I have Sri Lanka. Woohoo! Look at that. I won't be getting any from Australia unless you're over 60 or 16. Was Australia just banned everything? That's where my friend Deidre stayed when she was in South Africa. Let me grab a water here. You guys can look at my spice rack. I need a water. And I did not put any in the fridge. Oh, yes, I did. There it is. Give me a second. Okay. There's my map, my calendar. Here you can see that's all my coins and pictures and stuff like that. And that's my dog. She goes, get away from me, human. Okay, let's see if I can sit down without... nope, I can't. Hamburg. If you've been... But what a burger. Hamburg, Pennsylvania I've been to. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me fix my chair here so I can put you guys down on it. My dog stood up and stretched. Okay. She's like, Mom, you were moving. Sure you don't want to go do something? Okay. I had my exercise for the day. Wow, I've been on for 2.5 hours. And I said I wasn't going to be on long. Yeah, you too? This is the way she sits 90% of the day. She sits and she stares at me. No, licky. No, licky. I know, that's your itchy spots. Right there. That's your itchy spot. She loses her hair because of hypothyroidism. Her hair breaks very, very easily. And right around here is where her collar is. So I haven't been putting on her collar because she at least then can maybe regrow the hair or have a chance. What do you want? Do you need to go outside? Well, that tells you what she needs, guys. You need to go outside. Yep. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Miss Sarah needs to go outside. And switching from my internet to off internet makes it very hard. And we end up not doing so well. So, I hope you all have a good day. I wish you enough. And I wish you have the day you deserve. See ya.